Welcome back. We're going to keep it rocking here with For the Love of Money. I got another special guest. This is my man. Man, he put me on. He put a lot of y'all on. You probably didn't see his face. You probably, if you clicked on his post, you probably see it everywhere you go on the internet. And this is how you monetize your brand. This somebody is my man. I'm going to call him the GOAT. Y'all call him the GOAT. My man, Kenny Smith, Smitty, the GOAT. What's up, Smitty?
What's
From the crib, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How everybody doing today? Yep. 8-figure earner, man. I'm an entrepreneur from Chicago. Monetize my personal brand through educating people about financial literacy, how to make money online, and leveraging other people's money to be able to make us money. And man, just thousands of people impacted through learning how to be able to start businesses and investments, and learn how to use money in the right way so that we can make money off of it and not do the stuff we've been doing that keep us broke. So man, a lot of inspiring things been happening and growing the last few years, bro.
Boy, killing it.
Yes, sir.
So I asked this to all the guests. When you hear the term OPM, other people's money, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, leverage. So when their environment, I was in Chicago, like nobody understood how to be able to use it and leverage it. So I had to go get it, you know what I mean, go learn it. So, but when I did learn about it, the opportunity it built for me was endless. The crazy thing is like, if people knew that you can get access to unlimited amount of money with one little thing, which is called credit, why would you do anything else? Everything. Why would you focus on everything else when this is the number one thing that gets you access to unlimited amount of money? Mm-hmm. That's the question I'll ask everybody out here. Like, we focus on all these other things. We be going on vacation. We watch TV. We go outside. We drink. We have fun. Females, girls. But put the credit stuff on the back burner when this is the number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money. That don't make sense to me no more. So like, since I've learned, when I was on the other side of it, I didn't understand it. I was naive to it. I was neglecting it. But now that I got exposed to it, man, it literally don't make sense to focus on too many other things because this can open up so many opportunities and capabilities. But you got to get educated on it first because it could go the other way, like you were saying. Before the cameras came on, it's like it could go the other way. You could be in debt.
Ask bro, what you
yeah, and I was about to. So I was about to ask Larussell, like, have you ever used credit, or did you know about credit on your journey when you was building your brand and you know how you've been doing your marketing and all that stuff for your stuff?
Hell nah, early on.
See,
you don't
know.
That's not information that you get. And all your parents tell you coming up is like, don't get a credit card. You feel me? But it's like that's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You feel me?
Right.
But honestly, I've always used my own paper until, I got to a point where like I started working with I got a bank account through Mercury, which is like a fintech company, and they do lines of credit based off like your capital. So when I finally was able to like, damn, I could take this 50,000, run my ass, use all the shit, and use that ROI to get back is what I learned. But outside of that traditional credit, like I've used capital loans through different platforms, like PayPal, Shopify, any platform that you use that you generate and paper on will give you a capital loan. So that's been like my use of it. But yeah, I use a lot of my own paper, which I'm grateful for because it's allowed me to stay kind of free and malleable in what I do. But when I am able to leverage the credit, it's definitely useful and helpful. I mean, you could unlimitedly, push your ads out into the world, and as long as you get that return, if it's a product you're pushing, that should work.
Let me give you some quick game real quick.
Please.
Smitty's ads he probably do about 5 or 6 figures in ads.
Yeah, we just spent like 300,000 probably in the last 30 days.
So with these companies, when you have business credit, that business credit doesn't affect your personal credit. And because of your income, most credit card companies or banks, lenders, they'll give you 10 to 15% of your gross net sales on a credit card. And 9 times out of 10, depending on who the lender is, they have 0% interest for 7 to like 20 months. And those points, they give you points, cash back, all of that. So another card, Amex. Amex is really good for spending and for points. And you can transfer those points from Chase to Amex to any other companies that work with that. Smitty, tell them, bro. You come
on. So Russ, we gonna make sure he good. But when you credit everyone, we get the Amex Gold. I get 5x return off every dollar I spend on advertisement. So when I spend $50K, I get $250K in cashback money on my rewards points. So when I spend $100,000, I get like $400,000, $500,000. So I literally be having like, I'll show you right now, like 2 million in rewards points, which is equivalent to like $20,000 to $30,000.
I mean, if you want to flex, flex.
And what can you utilize the reward points for?
Anything you want.
Flights, hotels, and shit.
Flights, hotels, stays, and equivalent to cash too. Yeah. So if I purchase something on my Amex, I can recoup the purchase that I purchased with the rewards points. So if I got 2 million rewards points, it's not gonna be $2 million. It's gonna be 20,000. So basically, I can spend up to 20,000. But I made that. I got access to that money off doing something I was gonna do anyway. Right. So just because I'm leveraging the credit aspect, this gonna give me 4 to 5x return off every dollar I spend on advertising because I got this specific card. Yeah. I made an extra $20,000, $30,000 by doing what I was gonna do anyway.
You gotta run the ads.
So if you spending $50K, $60K, this is just going to enhance. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like that's like one of the benefits of understanding this game at a high level. Like you get to capitalize on top of what you even already capitalizing on. And the way we leverage this stuff, bro, it changed the game, bro.
Show them with some chase. So like most of the artists that I work with, I already tell them like, look, there's no reason for you to spend any of your money when we got credit. Because the credit is going to pay for it, and then you put in your budget to allocate how much money you getting, so you know that every month, this how much I got to pay. It's going to be covered. You know, when you got your cash, you can put your cash into your business savings. When you put your cash in the savings accounts, they look at that as extra capital that you're not using, and they'll let you leverage that.
You put it on camera? Yeah, I don't know how far that is.
Man, you show them, Smitty. Shit.
I don't know. Yeah.
You see that? Numbers.
I don't know if you can see it.
Nigga, I ain't even see it yet.
I don't know. It's blurry.
No, you ain't gonna see it.
Tell them the numbers, bro. Tell them the numbers, dog. On the cards. Smitty don't care.
1.7 million reward points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting in there. Oh, I ain't do nothing though. So that's a free $17,000. So 1.7 million is equivalent to $17,000 in USD. I haven't did nothing for that money. You know what
you typically do to run your business.
That's it. That's just one component of what we can do. But like this should get endless. Like it's crazy. And the fact that you built the brand, bro, without it, when you do get it, man, it's gonna 10x. You know what I'm saying?
So like let's just say if your business does, just say you did last year, let's just say you did, one of my business partners, he did 2.9 million, right? So they're gonna average out your last 2 years. So let's just say 1 year he did 2.9, the year before that he did 2 million, right? You would take that, equal it, divide it by 2. So the 2.9, right? Now you're gonna divide that by 2. That's how much it's showing that you made that year, right? The bank is gonna give you this much on a line of credit. Every bank you go to.
20%.
Tax-free money. Some 20, some 30, some 10, depending on the bank and the relationship that you got with them.
Yeah, so they get a line of credit. I go up to credit cards first because everybody don't got the 2-year tax returns and bank statements to us pen. But the cool thing with credit cards is there's no documentation, no tax returns, no bank statements, no paycheck stubs. When I got a 750 credit score on my LLC, it could be brand new or it could be aged. When I get my credit card, I don't have to show no documentation. So this is the first entryway we put people on. Like this is the first way you get access to it. The way you've been doing it though, you know what I'm saying, it's good too when you just learning the game, you just trying to learn some type of way to use it, but they be trying to put an interest on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Too much. The way we do it, they give us 0% interest for a whole 18 months. And what you could do with 50K with 0% interest is way more than what you could do with 50K when they trying to put a little tax on it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay them back extra. You know what I'm saying? So this way it's a little smarter and no documentation. You ain't got to make a certain amount of dollars in a business to be able to get it. So it'd be cool when you really learn it at a high level.
Bro, let me ask you this, bro. What do you think is for artists? Because it's gonna be a lot of people that are artists that's watching this. Upcoming artists who are at home, they building their brand. For somebody that's an artist that's just starting out that looks at you, what would be the first thing that you would tell that artist that they should do with their brand?
With their brand?
With their brand, their music, starting. What's the first thing? Let's just say they done made a couple songs, they got a couple videos, and they trying to get out, and they want to get out, get their information out there, get seen. What would be the first thing that you would tell an artist that's an up-and-coming artist, that's like starting, that's like, man, I wanna get on? What do you think is the most important thing that they should do?
That's such a tough topic, right? Because some niggas suck. You can't symbolize it because you have great artists and then you have niggas that need a lot of work who want the same goal. And if you're a nigga who need a lot of work, it's like, bro, you can't. A great artist could make one great song and one great piece of content and run ads behind it and just keep cycling until they get their next moment and they instantly in the dough. An artist whose ass, a great ad can't even save them. You feel me? It's like you have to go, you got to go do more. And the same with a business. It's like you got to go do more work to build more value for people to think that's even worthy. You'll lose your money doing that same thing that a good artist could do. You feel me? So it's not one size fits all. I think the best thing you could do first is create a product that actually has demand, that people want, that people enjoy, that people like. And once you get your first one, you can start your cycle of like, okay, now we're going to spread this awareness, even if it's just 20 a day, 30 a day first, to keep increasing that funnel till you can make your next moment.
That's good. That's good information. I guess I'm telling them wrong. When they be asking me, I be like, man, whatever song you got, just keep making the same video over and over again with that same song.
What if the shit ass?
You're gonna never.
I mean, but ass songs blow up too. You know, you'll, and that's the thing I was telling one of the homies with ads. Meta is so good, they're gonna always find somebody for it.
For sure.
But you're gonna spend dramatically different on something that they're forcing on people versus something that people are just like, I enjoy this and I'm consuming it. You know, I could get a yield for an ad for 6 cents, 8 cents. If it's some shit that people really don't like and you forcing it on, you might be paying 60, 70 cents, damn near $1.12 for an ad, you feel me? So I don't think you should take that route if you don't have a great product because you wasting your money. It'd be more refined if you like actually put the money into your craft and developing as an artist first to get something people really want than to go waste your money, because everybody you gain from those ads, from those songs, you're going to lose eventually because you're going to either grow as an artist and get better and they're going to be like, this ain't the shit I'm used to, or you just like, you going to stay in that circle and like niggas who like certain kind of music, they're not buying tickets, they're not pulling up, they're not getting murked, you know, like you subject yourself to a different kind of audience.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is basically him and Smitty are talking about cost per click. So when you're doing ads on Meta, you will see cost per click. That's how you know if people are actually tapping into whatever you got going on. So anybody that's an artist out there, if you hearing what they saying, number one, credit. Number two, making sure your shit ain't ass. Yeah, you know your shit ass though, bro. Yeah. You don't know your shit ass.
Niggas
like
know.
Niggas
If you don't want to play it in front of your granny, it's ass. If people who you revere and respect walk in the room and you like, hey, turn that down or turn that off, it's ass, and you know it. You feel me?
Hey, bro, I know we about to get up out of here in a minute, man. I wanna ask you. This is a personal question, man. When you was with Hov, bro, what was it like being around Hov? Because my family got some lineage with Hov. My cousin actually made the song Cry. He was the original one to rap on it, and Ye made Song Cry for him. His name was Payroll. So like just hearing the stories from my big brother, managing being around Ye, when talking about Ye he bought him some Wendy's cheeseburgers. You know, what was it like being around somebody that we all look at as like, to me, I mean, honestly, you probably would like to say he's like the godfather of rap right now. He's like the one.
For certain.
Yeah.
In honor, like when you meet him, you understand why he is where he is. You know, like online, you get so many. I remember I was going to meet him, and my mom was like, "But there's so many videos on YouTube about him and negative," you know. And I was telling her like, those stories are told from the people who didn't win, who got to watch the winner. And when you meet someone, I'm always a great gauge of character. And I told my mom, like, when I sit down with someone and converse with them, I'll know. And when you sit down with that man and you see his poise, and he said something that stuck out to me and T. He was like, just showing his maturity. And he said, I don't want no againstness in my speech. And his whole conversation with us, even if it was somebody who did something negative to him, he would do his absolute best to not disparage their image or their name, because he didn't even want that energy on him of like, that's not what I'm on. Like, I don't even want people to feel like I'm against them or I'm talking down to them. This is just the reality or the truth of the matter. And that take a certain level of growth to reach. You know, like I've had to grow as an adult and as a man, and some niggas ain't even there. They can't even have them conversations, you know. But to see where he's grown to, and he's the first nigga in hip hop that we got to see mature in this fashion.
From the bottom.
These other niggas 50 still talking about bitches, old money, cars, clothes. He not popping
baby.
that. He trying to give you information and game, and he's sharing the blueprint.
The game.
You know, and he was just really open and candid about everything. Even our prior situations, you know, Rock Nation was one of the first to offer me a deal.
Yeah, I heard about
and it was
that.
a conversation we had that he brought up and was like, man, this is what happened with this, you know, it was like real transparent. It wasn't no bullshit. I'm gonna walk around. Anything we asked, he was transparent with it and told us why and why things looked the way they look. And it was a beautiful thing to see somebody grow in that level. Cause like I said, I ain't got to witness it. You feel me? Like, we grew up a certain way. My pops is in his 50s and we have a certain experience. We speak a certain way. We only know so much. So to meet somebody, like I've gotten to a point in my journey where at a certain point when you become so successful where you from, you lose your guides. There's no one who could tell you what to do no more and how to do it because they never done it. I'm the first nigga in my family to go perform at the Super Bowl.
That's a lot of
I'm the
us,
first
though.
nigga in my family to make multi-million. You feel me? So you lose all your guides. So me going to meet Hov was like, damn, I have another guide now that could show me this path in this way that already went through. Hov did that, so you ain't gotta do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that. That's some shit that's just we don't get to encounter that often. Nah. And it made me feel a deep level of like resonance and protection for him and his image and what he stands for, because them niggas, he really for us. And you know how them niggas do you when you for us. Like, we done seen smear campaigns about Hov for the past 10 years, and it's only getting more and more with the more powerful he get.
They keep trying, but it's like...
Man, you know, the thing is, what they do is they activate the masses who are like very low IQ, because they know they could go get them to go carry the campaign out. Real niggas know, but that's not who they expect. It's like Donald Trump. He know who he can go get to carry out his message and what he trying to get done.
That's a fact. That's true, bro.
Yeah, when I think of Hov and just the conversations that I've heard from other people, he's never like, he's like almost like the sensei, you know? And he helped you kind of see things to where it worked for you, but on a broader scale, because a lot of people be like, man, they'll look at this light and be like, oh, man, that's a candle in there. But until you pick it up and look at it, be like, oh, man, ain't no candles in there, man, that's really light. He helped you to understand he's like the person the blueprint. It's basically the best way to say it. It's definitely the blueprint.
Man, and he's still open to learning. You know, he told us at that table, you know, he's like, man, I'm grateful that you did what you did and you said what you said and you called it out, because I'm not above criticism. I should be able to be criticized too, so I could look at my own house and see what I got to figure out. And to be at that level and share that, you know, niggas don't never want to say when they wrong. The last thing a nigga go to the grave before they be like, I'm wrong. Yeah. You feel me? But it just showed a certain level of maturity that was really beautiful to witness, and somebody who didn't have to be. You know, when you make it to a certain point, you ain't got to have a convo with nobody about nothing. You could really be like, nigga,
you go off into the wind.
On God, I never see you. I made enough to never see you. You feel me?
I got a beard in there. I'll say what I wanted to do with like the people in the entertainment business, even artists, whatever. You know, it could be celebrities, anybody. What could be a way that we can bridge the gap for all them uneducated about stuff like leveraging other people's money to, you know, ads and all? Because you've been doing a good job at exposing like the thing that I ain't never heard no artists do, exposing things like that put them on game to that they can even do it, because they don't know nothing to understand about it.
Most artists never did it to be able to tell you how they did it.
That makes sense.
Him and Larry June are the only two artists that talk about financial literacy. Larry got songs, Financial Freedom, Million Ain't Enough. Them songs, Water My Plant, where he talking about he done went and flipped 700, 800 credit score. Yeah. So it's very difficult to bridge that into the industry with people who are used to such quick money.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I was working with from the crib, I was working with Wook, Chief Wook from OTL.
Yeah.
And Wook credit score was decent, but Durkio gave him Smirk gave him a deal. He was like, what the fuck I need credit for? But a lot of people don't understand that's when you need credit more, because now you can put away that cash and start to leverage that cash to go get more money. So I don't know, Smitty, man. That's why I did this, bro.
I mean, we really in an age of like, information don't come with capital in most fields, especially the creative field. Like a label will give you a huge deal with no mentor, no guide, and no nothing. You know, you just, and most of us, we broken. We come from the hood. You just now coming into money. You gonna always blow that first chunk of money because you don't know. Yeah. You feel me? It don't come with enough information and somebody here like this the way to go. And even if it did, most niggas are like, bro, I work for this, nigga. You feel me? I'm gonna do what I wish with it. Yeah. You know, it takes as many years as it took to destroy it. It's gonna take double to rebuild it.
So you think it's the labels that need to put that in place to be like, hey, this is the person you need to go to educate you when you get this money to make sure the stuff moving in the right way so you can double and triple it.
If they truly cared about their artists, they would, because it would benefit them more in the long run.
It would.
Like having an intelligent artist who's fit, who understands brand building is going to make you far. That's why Drake made them so much money and Kendrick made them so much money, because he's not a dummy. You feel me?
Sure.
Like it benefits them far more. But it's also like, they're also in the business of quick cash. It's some niggas that they deem worth that, and some niggas who they like, bro, let's just get that TikTok joint. Go dance your way to brokenness. You know?
Y'all hear that, right? So look,
that's crazy, man.
Artists, if you really want longevity and you really trying to stretch your paper, get your credit right. Period. Get your credit right. Go get your business, leverage your business, understand which what is it, niche that it's in, understand which niche that your business is in, understand what your NACS code is, understand how to set up a LLC, how to set up a S Corp, how to set up your trust, where you be able to give yourself a portfolio where now you don't just have it where you're sitting waiting for your next show, you're not waiting for your next advance, you're not waiting for any of that, because now you got the capital to keep your brand going. All right? So, you guys want to say something before we get out, because the time is basically it's time for us to get up out of here. Time for me to go catch this flight back to this warm weather in Florida.
It was cold out there.
Man, it is cold, but it ain't cold like this, dog.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
I was outside with my drawers on. You backyard. But Russ, man, I appreciate you coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for. Man, everything being a man. We were supposed to do this a long time ago. I had a death. I appreciate you being a real one. Because, you know, man, a lot of people, man, you know how it is, man. But and Smitty, last minute, my dog, I appreciate it.
I would have talked to him more, but we figured it out.
Yeah, man, y'all get each other information, man. Maybe we can slide out there, go to the backyard, bring a bunch of financial literacy people, you know what I'm saying? So we can really talk about some real money, some real OPM shit. But we need to figure out how we can leverage this to the people, bro. I mean, to the artists, because you need to know financial literacy and credit just to be a United States citizen. If you got a pulse and a social security number, it's no reason why you can't go get 50 to 100,000 from the bank. Put in your little credit letters you need to do, wipe your credit, build your credit, and get to this bag. All right? Another episode For the Love of Money. Appreciate you guys. Love.